Sunday afternoon in Hong Kong. Police and protesters now well versed in each other's tactics. This time the focus was Tsuen Wan, a large residential area in Kowloon, 17 kilometers from the central business district. Confusing and frightening for people trying to get home. This woman was wrestled to the ground after a violent confrontation with police. The protesters' principal demand is for the government to formally withdraw a contentious extradition bill that has now morphed into a wider campaign for political reform. A campaign that has so far failed.
We want the chief executive officer in Hong Kong to respond us.
But do you really believe that you can win at the end of the day? Because so far you haven't.
We should have a hope. Yeah, because every Hong Kong people wants we to achieve this goal.
Tear gas was again used and police drew firearms and fired warning shots. And in a new first for Hong Kong, water cannon was used. As the night wore on, the protesters split into smaller groups, eventually dispersing. But the violence later spread to other areas. There were a number of arrests. 3 months after this protest movement began, the protesters don't seem to be flagging, and neither does the police's determination to suppress the movement. And if anything, the police tactics are now hardening. A tropical downpour didn't deter a protest by families of the police. They say the protests are taking their toll. At a peaceful gathering, though, some were also critical of the force, urging restraint over the use of tear gas and rubber bullets. That restraint is now being tested. Adrian, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.